So it's really kind of frightening because I was writing for a couple hours and I just got so involved in what I was thinking about that I completely forgot about everything. It was just like the only thing that existed was what I was writing down at the moment. The whole story, it's hard to explain, but it all takes place inside of the character's mind. Well, most of it. And I was just so caught up in everything in my own mind that I completely forgot about everything else around me, and it kind of scared me. And now that I'm awake, it's hard to talk to my parents. Well, I shouldn't say now that I'm awake. I was awake then, but just off in another world. I tried talking to my parents just so that way they thought that everything was normal. They kept giving me weird looks because I don't see myself and I really don't feel myself. I mean, I am completely sober. Haven't done anything. I was just working and blogging and things like that earlier. Nothing's really changed, but for some reason I just kind of left. I went straight into my character's mind, and I can see all of the problems around me and all of my fears and frustrations just manifesting themselves into elements of the actual story that I'm writing. And it's crazy because I've never gotten this connected to a character, because I know that this character is like an extension of myself. He's like the other half of me that nobody sees. Nobody sees me terrified. They don't see what I think about in my own head. It's like it's my mind only turned into an actual character. Heard someone coming. Anyway, it's just really strange how things that I feel like I've forgotten about completely, they've suddenly like turned into this cohesive thing. I mean, I thought about the same character almost a year ago, but the story was not even close to being the same. The idea was there, but now suddenly it has like depth and meaning, and like it's really hard to explain. Like I can actually see where I'm pulling these ideas from. It's not just like a product of randomness or anything anymore. It's like actual problems that I've either been faced with or I've thought about turning into symbols. And I know for a fact that that's the reason that certain authors and writers get famous, and that's how they make money. I'm not interested in that. I'm just fascinated by the fact that I can tell now how my mind is working in a couple ways. And it's insane and crazy to think about that I can construct someone that's me, but nobody's really gonna know that. Nobody's really gonna know. They're just gonna say, oh, well, she was really creative. I didn't get this from being creative. I got this from my life, and for some reason my brain is now allowing me to interpret things the way that I can understand them better. And it's terrifying, because now I know that of all the things that I should be afraid of in this world, that my mind is the number one most feared thing to me now. Because I had no idea that I was capable of anything like that, coming up with any of it. Remembered all of the things, the horrible, terrible things I've seen, I've heard about. all the things that I've never heard or seen about, but my mind somehow leads me back to thinking about something that never actually happened. This character I've connected to, I've become friends with, the other half of me. I've made him up. Yet when I think of how his story will go and how his story will end, I can actually feel for him. And he's my own creation. I know he's not real, but it's like he is in my own head. I don't know, it's just, I'm in my own little corner of the world at the moment still, and it's kind of hard to get out. So, I don't know if I really want to return back to myself, because I feel like this has been eye-opening to me. So, as much as I say that I'll be back to normal soon, I don't know if that's what I want. I kind of want to explore this a little more, figure out what's going on, and talk to my good other half and friend, find out what he says about all this, I guess.